Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be giving a first-time reaction to John 5 and the Creatures. We'll be checking out the song, Here's to the Crazy Ones. And I've never heard of John 5 before, despite being a guitarist myself and listening to plenty of guitar. John 5 is a name that's particularly escaped me, but he's extremely seasoned. Apparently he's played with David Lee Roth, Rob Zombie, Motley Crue, Marilyn Manson, just to name a few. And that is quite the rap sheet. When I think of that assortment of bands, I don't know David Lee Roth, but the other three I'm aware of. I think of heavy guitar, I think of darker melodies, and if that's at all what we're going to get with this listen today, I'm super excited. So before we jump into this one, a massive thank you goes to Isa for making this reaction request. Now, let's jump into it. Whoa. Dude, just all in the lows. Oh, I gotta hear that again. Come on, loop it on that. I can't tell if the rhythm on those sweeps are like fast triplet sixteenths or if it's 16th notes. But I'm going to pull it further back to when we first heard that sweeping melody. I think the way that those sweeps are constructed is by holding out the first note for a little bit longer and then sweeping on the triplet sixteenths. It's not obvious though, because the recording of the guitar is a bit murkier, and we have a lot of low frequencies going on with the bass too. But dude, I love the vibe. I'm just nerding out trying to figure out what's precisely happening there. Okay, it's like that. Wow, we are firmly in progressive land. Why not? Now it's a full lead guitar tone. Oh, is that like an augmented descending pattern into those fast, like almost, what are those? Like, oh God, like augmented sweeps up? It's so crazy too, because we have so much low chugging. This would like easily be a full-on metal track only, but we are going in all these different places. So creative, dude. And always bring us back to the familiar. I'm down for that. Here's to the crazy ones. What is the melody? Do 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 do. What is that song? It's on the tip of my tongue. But what is that song? Because it maps onto that melody so well. All the swag in the world. Fly to the bumblebees. Wow, that's tapping. The doubling of that guitar was just like the cherry on top. Oh my god, it's like a tea kettle. Oh my god. Dude, to land into that like noir jazzy place, wow, that was quite the experience. Like I feel like I had 3 songs like packaged into one right there, all in the course of 4 minutes. So many things to speak on. I don't even know what order to go in. I guess I'll just go in what I remember. But I guess one thing or 2 things I guess I want to mention before we jump into some of the details here. As I was listening to John 5 play, I was reminded a bit of modern metal guitarist Jason Richardson. Jason, if you guys don't know, he has done a lot of touring with the bands of the likes of Polyphia, of All That Remains. I think he has his own projects as well. This dude is super technical, super creative, and fuses so many different musical styles with guitar. And one of those very interesting styles that I noted in this listen was technical death metal. And if you just heard the term death metal before, you think it's like the most egregious genre. It's going to be the most violent thing ever. And you're not wrong, but there's a lot of techniques in guitar playing with technical death metal that is extremely precise. And if you were to hear it without all the overdrive, without all the distortion and the crazy guitar chain of effects, you would have something that is very, very fun and sort of like robotic to listen to, which creates these really novel effects where you feel like the player is playing as though they are a robot rather than a guitar player. It almost sort of quantizes the guitar playing in a way that doesn't feel real, yet it is. And you note that it's real in this performance in particular because we switched between so many other different styles and then seamlessly get into some of the fast tapping stuff. That to me just shows mastery across many subgenres of guitar playing, and technical death metal is just one of those that I don't hear getting spoken about a lot because it isn't a popular subgenre to begin with. But for any guitar nerds out there, you'll probably know at least a little bit at what I'm getting at here. But great technical playing from John, great fusion of styles from all of the heavy chugs and the nice creative riffs there, to then all of the sweeping, then the switch into that jazz feel. There is one particular Jason Richardson song that I'm reminded of called Hoss Down, Hos space Down. I have the suspicion that if you liked what you heard here with Here's to the Crazy Ones, you'll probably like Hoss Down as well, but feel free to let me know in the comments down below. The last thing that I really want to just like focus in on, besides like the guitar chops and all of the cool effects, is how creative all of the composition in this song was, because it's hard enough as is to create a catchy guitar riff. It feels like every creative catchy guitar riff out there has already been written, and so to create a rhythmic pattern, a feel that sounds unique, and then you put on top of that all of the other creative juices that were done in this song, then you have something that at the very least is extremely memorable, and at the most you fall in love completely with the genre. I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle right now, because I'm super digging all of the technical chops, but this song didn't make me feel all that much emotionally. You'll hear me in different reactions talk about how beautiful the guitar instrument is, especially when it goes into those soaring melodies, and that may be the one sort of avenue that we didn't truly explore in this track. But would totally be down to hear more from John 5 and the Creatures. So if you're interested in making a reaction request yourself, you can do so by hitting the first link in the description box below or scanning the QR code here on your screen. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.